It says here more than 1,000 people from elsewhere in the UK, coming from cities such as Belfast, London, Manchester and Birmingham, have come to Glasgow since February 2024 to access homelessness support, attracted by Scotland's housing rights. Now, 1,000 people. I am, to paraphrase Mark Twain, I am personally associated with more than 1,000 refugees in this area of Glasgow alone. So I'm presuming that's going to be more than 1,000, but there you go. I don't know where that figure came from. Last week, Casey, Alan Casey, who is the Glasgow councilman who is responsible for the homeless situation, wrote directly to Eagle asking for a face-to-face opportunity to discuss what he describes as the utterly untenable pressures that the city administration is facing as part of the ongoing changes to asylum dispersal. Well, utterly untenable is an interesting and strong phrase that he's using. And remember, these people are the most extreme virtue signalers in Scotland. And even they are saying that the asylum system is putting utterly untenable pressures upon the city. And anybody can see that, and anybody's been able to see that for a while. So it goes on here. He makes one or two he continues to virtue signal, but at the same time, it's clear that he is concerned. Glasgow is the largest dispersal area in the UK, and we currently house over 4,000 asylum seekers here. And the housing services provider, a company called Mears, have capacity for over 7,000. This is putting unprecedented pressure on our housing system. And then he just says stuff that's not even worth saying but he feels that he has to in order to maintain his virtue signaling credentials. But that attitude has to go, and more of the utterly untenable attitude has to come in. It has to come in. This system is utterly untenable, and the problem is the government allowing people to claim asylum in the first place. We need to come out of the UN Refugee Convention, and then we can start afresh with our own system, which will say that you don't get free housing if you're a refugee. You have to find your own accommodation and you have to pay for it. And if you fail to pay for it, then you have to leave the country. That's the answer. You heard it here first. And that is coming in because it has to come in, because the alternative is simply chaos.